about the digital advertisement world, because too many smart people are focused on getting us addicted to these applications.
Yeah.
And I mean, what do we do about it? I mean, one thing is from a policy perspective, we've already looked into a lot of things we can do on data privacy and protection. So we're trying to make it harder for these firms to collect information on you.
Well, it feels like with
So JD Vance has addressed something in his Theo Von podcast that like really flew under the radar, and I was shocked to hear, and I feel like it deserves a lot more attention. So Theo Von brought JD Vance on air to talk about what's going on with the Trump administration, and everybody's all focused on what's going on with Trump and Elon Musk, but we're not going to be focused on that because we got our heads off to JD Vance right now. JD Vance is bringing up something that a lot of people aren't considering: the addictiveness of the internet, different internet applications, things like Meta Corporation, things like Call of Duty, GTA, how stuff like that is designed to have you addicted and keep consuming ads so the creators can keep getting money. Like, this is insane, and JD Vance is going to expose this, and we're going to watch.
like with Palantir, it's like they're going to collect all the information though, so that feels like
I mean, look, my understanding again. So this is full disclosure because I think it's important. I think it's important. I think it's important. I think it's important to be open. So Palantir, you asked about Peter Thiel. Palantir is actually one of the companies that he invested in, right? So
he doesn't run it.
My understanding is he doesn't run it, but I don't believe that Palantir is collecting any information. I believe it's purely building a database that's sort of combining the information. I might have some of my team that you guys can.
Well, if you're building a database, aren't you collecting the information? I don't understand how you would build a database without collecting the information. So you're basically saying the same thing, but trying to talk yourself around it. So how much is Paladin investing into JD Vance? Because JD Vance was just all against Meta, all against Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto, but not against Paladin. And we know all these companies collect your data individually.
You guys, is that right? Is that accurate? Okay, cool.
No, I'm glad. Yeah, we're just trying to figure it out. And I mean, right now, I think Palantir has there's a lot of conflict right now in Gaza. Everybody knows about that.
Of course.
And Palantir is been accused of being complicit in a lot of the violence over there. And so I think that's where it gets really scary for regular person on the street. I'm like, well, if this is the company, because you see videos of horrific stuff online.
Sure. Very sad stuff.
And you're like, well, if this is the company we're hiring, how do I know that I might not be walking down the street and just a sniper bullet could hit me from them, you know?
So that...
You never really know. You never really know. A lot of this stuff is crazy. A lot of this stuff took a left turn very, very quickly. But we know Theo Von is all night looking like a howl, howling at the moon or whatever, like an owl, talking about who, homie, or whatever. I forget what dude done said, but it is crazy. He gets us some crazy places. But it's definitely good that we're starting to expose some of this stuff, and they're trying to make some privacy protections for us. I don't want to stretch a video out longer than it really needs to be, and it seems like it was going to go somewhere left, and I don't like going left with you guys. I don't even like going right with you guys. We're just going to go right through the center. We're going to look at all the crazy stuff going on. And I don't like praising people, but at this point, you got to praise him, except for the fact he tried saying that a company he's cool with wouldn't do it like that, but they're still doing it. Like, okay, talking circles without talking in circles. That seems to have something that this new Trump administration got in common. They all came in like they're your friend, but they're not your friend. Don't think like any of these guys are your friends. You're just going to get the same people to do the same stuff over and over and over again. And it's all in your head. It's in my head too, and we're going to keep watching. See you guys next time. Peace.